I watch people all the time that feel that the problems across town won't affect you. But I truly believe as long as one of us got a problem, all of us got it. But the truth of the matter is, when trouble is in the city, it won't take long before it'll knock on your door.
Christianity has been hijacked.
That's right.
Yeah, it's been hijacked by conservative publicans. Wrap themselves up in church garments. And then when they arrive in seats of power, they do everything they can to dismantle our voting rights.
Freed from the strictures of the Voting Rights Act, North Carolina passed the mother of all voter suppression bills.
And you know, they stripped the right of high school guidance counselors to register 16-year-olds. Why would anybody who cares about democracy do such a thing as that? Well, maybe they don't.
Restrictions on voting have always been used to silence certain populations, like black folks, women, Latinos, Native Americans, to maintain the power of some.
The reason we can't sound retreat is because 50 years ago they didn't sound. And they had more reason to quit than we do. It was young people that caused the Selma to Montgomery March. And they were beaten on that bridge. But instead of it causing them retreat, they started standing up even the more. And when Dr. King stood some days later on the steps of the State House in Montgomery, he said, they said we would never get here except over our dead bodies, but we're here and we ain't going nowhere because no lie can live forever.
You've got to believe you are at a moment of convergence. This is a movement moment. God has blessed you to be a part of it. Keep the pace hot because you've got a whole country to save.
I'm so glad I found out that my limitations are designed by God so as to make sure somebody else can do something that I can do. If I could do it all by myself, I said bye-bye to y'all. But I found out, I can't do this thing by myself.
If you can do it here in the North and the South, then we can do it anywhere in the country.
Yes.
As one historian has observed, the greatest impediment to achieving racial equality is the narcotic belief that we already have.
We will make our case in the courts, in the streets, in the community. Why? Because we lived, bled, and died for the right to vote.
They analyzed it point by point, county by county, that inequity is a sure marker for social dysfunctionality.
But this is nothing new. It's nothing new. We have seen this game before. We have overcome so much, and these efforts to go backward will not work. Governor McCrory and the legislature must not know their history. They must not know that we are resilient and that we fight back.
As long as the preponderance of the evidence is this, my friends, we have a moral crisis in North Carolina. The state of civil rights, we have a civil rights crisis in North Carolina. And because we have it, the army of freedom and justice can never, I said never, not never, sound retreat.